I hate to let a fertile plot of land go to waste, especially when the payoff sounds delectable. Poor Toya's body. I will kill you!
That's not very cool.
No.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife, Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 7, Episode 9 of My Hero Academia, Extras. I'm very curious if Shoto's new move had like a lasting impact.
Yeah, what exactly was it?
What was happening in that moment, molecularly?
Extras also makes me think of all the other students that haven't been in the battle yet and what they're up to. I wonder if we're going to get an update on that.
Great question.
Yeah, like
hopefully.
Where's Kirishima? Where's Jiro? A few other heroes. We're going to have to see, but if you're excited for this episode of My Hero Academia, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Friday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms, along with all the other shows we're watching. All right, are we excited for Season 7, Episode 9 of My Hero Academia?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
New My Hero, I always get so excited. The double blind reaction hits different. Yeah, so what happened?
Damn.
Knocked out?
Down. Everyone!
Oh, hell yeah.
Defeated!
Hey!
That must have been a nightmare. Poor Shoto. You've done so much for us.
Feel bad for Dabi in a way.
Ground
But...
against
Right.
Blue Flame. You're a true hero.
Keep pushing forward!
Hell yeah. Acknowledge him. Now he just like...
That'll amp everyone else up too.
Don't let up!
That'll amp up everyone else too.
Yeah, especially when there's not a huge raging fire anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they're probably like, damn, I can actually...
All right, now we can see.
This was sick, though. Somebody commented, like, why was he down the squad? He cannot handle heat well.
Don't let up!
Well, you got rid of it.
I know. I'm just glad we ended up with these villains in our snare. Who knows what would have happened if Kunieda, or Ashley, or any of the other Tartarus jailbreakers we lucked out.
Yeah, where are
Let's
they?
make sure we're backing up anybody who needs a hand.
Report from the Camino team! Shoto has taken down and secured Dabi!
Oh, it's nice to hear a victory.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Finally, some good news.
feel done, though.
I can't imagine how
No.
that felt.
Pretty
Off to a
terrible.
good start. Even if Midoriya ended up transported to the wrong location,
Even if the biggest
the
asset
rest
went to
of
the wrong
plan is
place.
playing out like we hoped it would. You do the honors. Spread the good word.
You did a great job, young Todoroki.
Which one? I mean, obviously, but maybe
News of Dabi's defeat
use the
Camino
first
would
name
spread
or
quickly. First to the command
given
center
name,
where
not
all
family.
light was stationed, and then to the other battlegrounds.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be a morale boost. In front of the Gigantomachia facility. So they're trying to break out Gigantomachia.
all right.
That's what they're gonna do. They need to defend that, you know?
Recommendations. Me too, so I better step up!
I love his quirk.
That's so cool.
And for anybody saying we shouldn't have had Season 5, that makes all this better.
I was worried.
Completely
That
agree.
looked like he was paying attention, but he sure fooled me. I love that kid.
Damn, this was a surprise attack! So why were they here? Waiting for us!
They constructed an elaborate trick. Pretended to be
A
scattered
ruse.
across the map, when in actuality dozens of heroes
Who's
were
this
stationed
guy?
in the area to protect the sleeping behemoth. Gigantomachia, All for One's trusted servant and our greatest fighter, is imprisoned here.
That's
the
the
heroes
thing.
predicted that we moved to get him back while they were otherwise detained, dealing with other threats. But this is a waste of their resources. We will prevail. The hour of liberation is upon us.
Yeah,
Remember that guy? This is the first villain of My Hero Academia, and actually animated this way.
Liberation is
Sick.
upon us. Let it be known that any who attempt to stand in our path will be
Oh,
annihilated.
yikes.
Like, give that to Uraraka.
Trampled like that
Yeah,
pathetic
seriously.
UA teacher.
Oh. Was he the one that killed Midnight?
I've got you now! Sorry I took so long!
Nice timing.
Hell yeah.
We got all villains worked out! Pinky, everyone, let's do this!
Yeah.
Totoro already
Yeah,
strikes the man
all
like he
right.
is. So now it's our turn! Don't let anybody through!
They gotta rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
Who's the chicken?
What chicken did you see?
There's a chicken man.
Oh, yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
Maybe it's just a heteromorph.
An extra.
Amazing! We did it!
We'll have to throw him a huge party whenever we're done brawling.
I'm not surprised he was victorious.
It's not your fault. We're just playing on different
Old
levels.
design was very wild.
Interesting look.
Since day one.
Back to this. I really, really, really hate the arm thing. It looks like a mushroom.
How are they
Of
gonna...
course you pulled it off, Todoroki.
All right.
That wasn't snarky at all.
Hell yeah.
That was so normal.
I see now.
What were those
It's
plans?
a crafty plan. The cages earlier prioritized those you consider our primary forces. We leftovers are to be dealt with by this handful of lower tier fighters who
The
stayed
extras.
back to wrangle us. Do you have that much trust in your people, or are you just crossing your fingers? This planet is suffocating under the fog of frivolous concepts like faith and hope.
You say that
All
like
right,
it's
buddy.
not your planet too! What are you, an alien?
Have you even considered the consequences? I thought not. In the past, anyone who tried to trick our great leader was met with a swift death. The two of you will be no
Alright,
exception.
edgelord.
Dictator was a failure who robbed me of the chance to have my turn in the sun. I'm all for one's assassin, you see, and I will now embody his will. The
Oh.
consequences, we leftovers will make certain you pay. Yuga
Kumida.
Aoyama, the human embodiment of Aesop's bat.
Aesop's bat? Wait.
What bat?
I think that's probably just a reference to something. Maybe they're both like well-read, literate, like literature people. Like
Okay.
I'm getting like two Frenchmen fighting vibes.
Alright.
Maybe this is his redemption moment here.
Yuga
Are we gonna
Aoyama,
get a one-on-one
the
with
human
Aoyama? Oh, with
embodiment of
Fatgum too,
Aesop's
but still cool.
Merci beaucoup.
Oh, they're all going for what's his name? The warp guy. I'm forgetting his name. Kuryu.
Warpgate.
Oh. Oh yeah. See, shoot.
Oh shit.
Wait, you bred a pig? Sure did. Most genetically perfect one in the contest. Oink. Oh my god. Are those fists? Damn right. Show 'em, pig.
Hey guys!
We saw a little shot of him earlier. But what the hell?
He faced a terrible fight, but he never showed any fear.
Did Spinner just become like a...
We can rest easy now.
Did he
Godzilla?
get a growth quirk?
Dabi. No. Impossible. This must be information warfare. You liars. Shut up. I don't believe you.
My god.
Extra quirk. I'll be perfectly fine without one.
He was
That
offered a
walking
bonus.
inferno has everything.
Alright.
A reason to live, a purpose, power. All the things I lack in life.
Iguchi, you will be the leader of the heteromorphs. You need
Yep.
a power worthy of such a position.
This has been a theme coming up.
Gift.
I don't have anything.
Dabi's good
My
things won't
God.
let him lose. You think we're too stupid to see through you? Get to that hospital and rescue Kurogiri.
They're all heteromorphs.
Society. Fight for your sake
Oh, yeah.
and for Shigaraki's. We'll destroy every person and system that oppressed us. No one will look down on us again.
Yikes.
They actually have better reasoning than most of the villains. They've been like,
Yeah, people have been really awful to them.
Proud to say that I was in the same class as you.
All right, is the fight just done? Is Dabi just done? I just don't see it.
It can't be.
Your engine
That just doesn't make sense.
must be stalled. I'm sorry.
Why would you apologize? You were incredible.
He's alive. But after a fight like that, I don't know how.
He healed his chest?
That looks...
Like with where he got punched?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, something is fundamentally changed about him. I think he, like, healed some part of his physiology.
Yeah, because that looks like...
New tissue.
Fresh, yeah.
Yeah. Did he literally heal his, like, broken body? No way they're gonna have Dabi be a good guy.
No.
No. If anything, he'll get healthy and go fight his dad.
Shoto defeated Toya. So whenever you're done crying, you and I will work to stop Toya together.
Shoto. Endeavor. What is this odd expression on your face? Tenderness? Mourning?
Don't let him get in your head! Ignore his taunts!
You refuse to look at Toya, then burden Shoto with your vain desires. That's two sons whose lives have been ruined by your poor parenting. You choose to make them suffer. So, what's your excuse this time? How will you attempt to justify your mistakes? Let me guess, you were looking out for the
I mean, he's done
greater
worse
good?
things, but
he's trying to
still.
provoke him.
This is why you'll lose. You're a fool.
He did the same thing to All Might. You know?
Yeah.
He has an
Whoa.
obvious weakness. We have to take out his headgear.
I need to see, what are, okay, so that's spring-like bones.
Mm-hmm. Light of some sort?
That's, I thought he got rid of the reflection quirk. I thought that was, oh wait, the original still has it. Shigaraki doesn't though.
Okay.
That's the quirk that's just like a shield that reflects everything. And it's always
Perfect.
the worst one. Every time they charge
Right.
in, it just bounces them out.
Wind or air?
Yeah, and then don't like
A
that
scary thing.
one. A spooky guy.
And then a green
sludge.
void.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see what these do.
Perfect.
Oh shit. But he kind of is reading Endeavor like a book here.
I mean, a hit dog will holler.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. He was able to make All Might, like somehow frame All Might's actions as selfish when he's so like, righteous. Taking somebody who's actually got issues, he's like, oh, I got material.
Yeah,
here.
100%.
It's like a stand-up comic here.
Yeah.
You're a
He made his job really easy.
Number one.
He has an obvious weakness. We have to take out his headgear.
Yeah, let's get rid of that
functions
mask.
as his life support system. He'll be exposed without it. He clearly can't rely on his own body. According to the intel we got from Stain, he was also hooked up to a machine during the Tartarus jailbreak.
Which means he must be well aware that his weak spot could be his undoing.
If this were any other enemy, we'd throw everyone we got at him. But All For One can steal quirks. The last thing we want to do is lose fighters while expanding his arsenal. We'll keep this tight. Just me and number one.
Oh boy.
Let's see. I mean, they barely took out an advanced no move.
It's rude to ignore a person.
Now, you're up!
I'm excited to see this fight.
Me too.
So obvious. And you? Weren't you once the man who was too fast? You're still Freya, even after Recovery Girl's assistance. The artificial feathers you're using to enhance your own are hardly making a difference.
Guess
Good
we'll see better
lord.
days, huh?
Roast him right back.
Got to
Yeah,
keep him from
all you
using
can
the
do.
large-scale shockwaves that flattened Camino. Too many would be caught up in the blast.
The trick is to rely on close combat. It's that easy. But we can't allow him to touch us.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
The heat is permeating my hard flame fan, and I can't reflect it with impact nullification. Behind me.
It's not impact, it's fire. That's smart.
When he thinks I'm distracted.
Dang, he's smart.
An admirable attempt.
Yikes.
Next time, work on your timing a bit more. And endeavor. Your attacks
Giving
seem to have
feedback
lost some
while you're
gusto.
fighting someone is the most.
Attacks have seemed to have lost gusto.
He doesn't have super regeneration!
That was
Like,
sick.
that's the most patronizing thing maybe ever.
I like that
Trying
voice
to
acting.
do their part.
Yeah.
Even the youngsters you brought out here to die are focused on the fight in front of them. So why does it feel as though your heart isn't in this? You made your tortured masterpiece mop up your shameful mistakes. Why aren't you elated? Shut your mouth! Don't fall for
Oh
it!
no.
Remember how he provoked All Might and Kamino? Tomura Shigaraki, my apprentice?
But then again,
is not a
Endeavor's probably more
chivalrous
used to
grandson.
ridiculing.
Well, that's strange.
Yeah.
Where is your
But right after
smile
that
now?
fight, he's gonna be extra vulnerable.
No, Endeavor. I've long been aware of your rancid lust for power. In fact,
Look at
I
him
made
punching.
sure my
That's
plans
sick.
accounted for it. I hate to let a fertile plot of land go to waste, especially when the payoff sounds delectable. Poor Toya's body. You never found it.
He didn't know.
But he did.
Of course not. It wasn't there anymore. The son you thought dead has been returned to you through my work and foresight. You should be thanking me.
Oh, what's about to happen?
He's been holding on to a nasty card like that.
He's gonna
Endeavor's
get
trying to atone.
angry.
He can't just abandon his past like I did. I was right. Endeavor never would have stood a chance against Dabi.
I want to see
if he
full
fought him
anger
today.
Endeavor here.
That's why I've got to keep giving him my support.
Don't forget, your mission is to defeat All for One as quickly as possible! Keep your cool!
I will kill
That's not very cool.
No. Ooh. A drill shark.
He reared back too much
Now,
for a strike.
the
He's looking for an opening.
Tell me, are you quick enough to dodge this?
He's too close. I'm dead, but not yet. I'll help Endeavor. Then he can use Prominence Burn.
Fuck.
Whoa. Jiro?
All right.
Whoa. The heartbeat wall. That was sick.
That was very cool.
With radio waves. It can be countered.
Amazing.
It can be countered by radio. That's genius.
That's
If I may ask
incredible.
a favor, please keep your rear end still.
I'm sorry, that's cinema. That's awesome.
Tsukayami! And that girl from class.
Sorry, what did he say?
Jack, and if I may ask a favor, please keep your rear end still. It's flustering me. Tsukayami! And that girl from Class A? Get away! This is no place for you two! You'll die! I can't hope to match Endeavor's power, but I can still help you. We're a good team.
Why does One for All attract so many swarming gnats? You remind me of those comics I read. There were always insignificant characters in them who acted as cannon fodder.
Fodder. I was gonna say
Yeah.
You shouldn't monologue until you've actually taken us down, All for One. Let's do this.
fodder. I did not expect her to be in this fight.
No, me either.
Yeah, that was like a weird chomp on Endeavor. That's gotta hurt. He at
So
least-
this is his Dabi moment.
Yeah, at least he can cauterize it.
Okay.
No.
Toya.
Also no.
What the hell am I doing down here? Damn temper. My rage shouldn't be pointed at him. I brought this, all of this, down on myself. Toya, this fight, this wound, everything.
My feathers are picking up Endeavor's breathing. At least All for One's attack missed his lungs.
Such
Not out for
Okay.
good. He should be up again soon. I'll buy him some time. If I can.
Tokoyami, retreat! I'm not going anywhere. You know why I'm here. We were assigned to this battleground, deployed to assist you in case of a stalemate. Let me help you!
Yeah, but we were assuming Endeavor would still be in the fight.
You'll die!
Jeez, I'm so pathetic. What am I thinking? Hero, please lend me your aid again.
Happily.
Hell yeah.
Such a nuisance.
Cool duo.
I'm wasting my time swatting at flies. The important
so
thing
grotesque.
is making sure
Nasty.
nothing bad happens to Tomura, my other son.
That's worse. Even worse.
Endeavor is not
Oh
completely
god.
defeated. He'll keep fighting as long as he's breathing, which means their goal is to stall for time until he's able to take to the skies once again. I should deal with these two birds before they can
Full power
conspire.
attack.
Let's see. At the moment, I would say their weakest link is...
Yep. Oh. Okay, what's Jiro gonna do in this situation?
Separating them is brutal.
Gonna keep her up with
What is the
feathers.
plan now?
Whoa.
No one's dying on my watch.
I got your
He's
back,
moving.
Tokoyami! Catch her! Jiro, are you alright?
Yeah.
Aim for his
Oh,
left.
Dark Shadow
You
checked
don't
out.
like it.
I've been training to fight villains for a long time, but I didn't know it would feel like this. He's pure evil. Every cell of my body is on edge. Midoriya, Aoyama, I can't believe it. You've been facing this the entire time?
You're trembling. Pitiful child.
What the hell?
Looks like a rat king.
What is going on here, though?
Gross.
You've been training in the classroom.
Oh.
But this is real life.
Oh, that's horrifying.
I hate it a lot. Is someone here?
No, that's radio wave.
No? Okay.
Or a laser beam? What?
You didn't have enough feathers to keep them out of harm's way.
What the hell?
Little bird, right now you're not number 2.
Oh,
You're
no.
nothing. And these extras are delusional supporting characters.
Did he get one of her ears?
Never meant to
Oh,
stand
yeah.
beside those who can pose an actual threat. Children,
Holy shit.
you thought you could best the Demon Lord?
It's like destroyed.
Yeah.
Did you really believe you were something special?
Okay, what are they gonna do? You can't just end it there. Just hit them with the Kamehameha. What the hell was that?
Damn.
Now my body won't move the way I want it to, but his quirk is within my reach. Oh, those damned hands have destroyed too
Now
many
no one
futures
gets
already.
hands.
Oh, you're one to talk, Endeavor? Yeah, I know that! I can't change the past.
So her ear is obliterated. I thought
So
they
if
would have
they're-
censored that.
Yeah, that was like really graphic.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
In a bad way, but
Okay, they need to just get her and Dark Shadow out of there.
Yeah.
Love them, but they're clearly beyond their depth.
partially.
Isn't everyone though?
Part of me thinks that, but the other part of me is remembering one thing from the camp where every single time we've actually seen Dark Shadow, whenever one of his friends gets hurt in front of him, Dark Shadow has gone
Like
insane
activates.
and gotten huge. And I'm imagining that whirling mass versus a full power Dark Shadow could
Yeah.
be pretty like a Titanic battle.
That's true. It's light out though.
We'll see. Looking pretty terrible
God
for now.
damn, that was nasty.
And all for one, just on a 20,000 roast streak. This whole
He's really just like clocking people left and right.
just psychologically damaging them. But we'll talk about it
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
But thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for episodes every Sunday and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms. for now, we have a lot to discuss. Before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions we answer after every episode of any show we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1, HBomb24 asks, after seeing the villain's massive display of power, do you think Tsukuyomi and Earphone Jack should be at the fight against All For One, or are they in over their heads?
Did I not just say that they need to get the fuck out of there because they're beyond their depth?
So, the thing to remember is it is the final battle, so like, you really think that they should just get out of there?
They just blew her ear off.
I guess the way I'm thinking of it is
what is she
like,
gonna do now?
Most of these fights, I feel like with all these fights, I'm approaching it from perspective of what is the greatest end to this quirk I could see. And like, maybe they have something later on coming on, but like, I'm wondering if since there's so many characters, they're just gonna start showing us their final thing they do. And like, I feel like in this fight, I want to see like crazy Dark Shadow or like Earphone Jack mainly used to like counter radio waves or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
That's the thing is the tough part is they're just not speed wise very quick enough to face All For One. But I feel like I loved that Earphone Jack is countering radio waves because I was thinking like that's such a broken quirk and that's such a good counter as something else that uses radio waves.
Yeah.
So that's my hope there, but with one earphone that's not going to be good. And then Dark Shadow, I don't know, maybe they should temporarily retreat.
At least until they get Endeavor back. Like, I understand that it's such a dire situation that even those that aren't totally battle prep need to be contributing, but the plan was for them to be contributing in addition to Endeavor. And while he's not there, it'd
be like the other people trying to fight Dabi without Shoto.
Exactly. Someone can be like a good ensemble, but if there isn't a lead, asking them to then be the lead is dangerous.
Yeah, if I'm ranking the power of quirks, typically it's like Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, and then it's Dark Shadow. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if this is his number 4 moment. I don't know. Right. But we'll see. But let's go to question 2. Question 2. How do you feel about All For One comparing Endeavor's lust for power with his own? Now Endeavor obviously never straight up like created Nomu, but do you think his eugenics experiments with his wife to create a child with the perfect quirk combination could be comparable to All For One's own Nomu experiments?
100%.
Okay, 100% I wouldn't say because...
No, I could say you can 100% compare the two.
You can compare them,
like,
yes.
Yeah. No, it's not 100% the same. No, I wasn't saying that. I mean, I think the idea of like bringing something into the world with the specific intention of it being like a powerful tool for you is just fundamentally wrong, and that's what both of them did.
And Shoto literally in Japanese means tool. That's the word. Yeah, Shoto means tool.
I didn't know that.
I told you that early in season 2.
Yeah. Really? Oh, yeah. I completely forgot that. That's so fucked up.
So for you to say powerful tool, it's like, well, that's literally said perfect quirk tool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think obviously big difference is one is using a cadaver and like reanimating them against their will and inputting quirks and making them like Kurogiri, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But beating your own children is arguably more like it's not more morally reprehensible, but it's.
I think it's less human.
I think it's less human to take a dead body and make it non-human, but I think it's incredible.
Your own child?
I think it's incredibly human in the worst way.
Huh.
It's like more about like your own like blood and like your family, and like that's such a human thing is to be a bad father. Versus
clocked.
Whereas I feel like All For One's doing distinctly non-human activities by creating Nomu, which are arguably not human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I get what you're saying. Like, it's less humanly good, but it is humanly bad versus, like, non-humanly bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like, I mean, it kind of hit different when Endeavor said, my sons are fighting. Like, he said, like, I can't fight Dabi because he's my son, but the secondary result being his son fighting his other son is arguably, like, worse for him in a way.
Yeah.
Like, but it's the only way that works because, like they said, his firepower couldn't compare to Dabi's. So I just hadn't considered how that would push him further into a dark corner type thing.
I mean, it's like the ultimate representation of your failure as a father.
Yeah, it's like failure of neglect versus failure of overdoing it. So,
Yeah, and now they're fighting each other. So great work.
yeah, and so I think it's a devastating comparison, but an apt one. Like some of the things All For One was saying this episode, I'm like, kind of had a point.
I'm not going to contradict him.
But like with All Might, it was always like, you're kind of
like that's okay.
You're kind of grasping at straws.
That's
you're saying he let his master die when you're the one who killed his master.
Yeah.
But then again, he's the one that kept Dabi's body away from Endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Endeavor would have changed had he found Dabi.
That's a really good point.
Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was so devastated, and that kind of threw him back into his work. Like, I feel like if he found Dabi, he'd be like, okay, this me telling my wife, like, handle it is not working. I need to train this guy to be less powerful type thing.
Yeah.
It's just a mess, but...
It is a shit show.
Yeah, it was also crazy hearing Endeavor say, I'm gonna kill you, like, full...
Yeah.
Because this is the thing, is Endeavor's whole story is about, like, kind of him holding back now, and, like, restraining his aggressive tendencies.
Yeah.
But like against the greatest villain ever, he might need to awaken the beast for a second to like kill him and then banish it once and for all, maybe. I don't know.
Well, and maybe the idea of like things could have been different had I found my son in the woods. Maybe he'll be able to redirect that frustration and anger into his fight.
Yeah.
With All For One.
Yeah, the issue is All For One already used it against him, but I think maybe if he gets angry enough, he'll like fight through it type
Well, I
thing.
think there's a difference between something like that being thrown in your face mid-fight versus sitting on it and thinking about it.
So
and,
provocation versus motivation.
Ruminating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, we'll see how that fight continues to go, but definitely some crazy comparisons made there.
Yes.
Let's go to our final question. Final question. Day asks, how do you feel about Spinner's new quirk? How do you think he has changed since he was first introduced with his original goal, Stain's ideation?
Yeah, I mean, that was crazy. The way that they animated it, too, with the shadow, I loved that. When they showed him getting the quirk.
Shadow of him getting big, yeah.
That was super cool, especially in contrast with Dabi walking out and saying, I don't need anything else.
Which also makes me, like, it's clear that that purple glow from Dabi was not another quirk because he didn't get one. Like, they made a point to say that, so...
from
Shoto. So, I mean, red plus blue is what makes purple, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he, like...
Fused the hot and cold.
Yeah, but that would... Well, okay, logically speaking, I guess it's a little backwards, but having blue flame, if you think of it instead of being blue, but as a very red flame, like it's just so over the top red it's blue, then red plus the blue cold would lead to purple. So maybe that's what happened, is it's a more middle ground. Maybe, what if, I want to say this and then we'll go back to the Spinner question. What if he reduced Dabi's firepower enough to not hurt him anymore when he uses it?
Interesting. Yeah, I could totally see that.
Interesting. But yeah, Spinner's new quirk and what his whole role. I think that, so Spinner's whole thing is he was a fanatic of Stain and like loved Stain and just embodied him. He got this extra quirk. So I think it's because like with Stain's ideology no longer being a thing and him sort of like adopting Shigaraki's, he felt like he had no drive, no purpose or anything. So now he's taken on the cause of being leader of the heteromorphs, which is a pretty like noble cause in a sense, but
I feel like that makes sense with Stain's ideology. Like they're not exactly the same, but it's the idea of like correct concept, wrong execution. The idea of treating people differently because they look different is fucked up. The way he then tried to deal with that was not good. Same thing as Stain, where like, yes, people being turned into celebrities and paid exorbitant amounts of money for doing the right thing, that's fucked up. But the way he handled it, fucked up.
Yeah, I think that that's a big parallel happening here. And they're going after Kurogiri, which would like ruin this whole plan.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty big front. I wonder if we're going to get a Stain Spinner confrontation. Stain's just running around.
I wonder how Spinner would respond to potentially being called out by Stain. Although I don't know why Stain would even call him out.
Okay, two things. One, he would definitely call him out because he's trying to actively like kill and hurt people. Stain actively hates villains and then also hates heroes who claim to be heroes and aren't.
Okay.
So I think he would be against Spinner, but Spinner would definitely be taken for a loop, I think, like if he were to be called out.
Yeah.
But the thing that made me think that question is, what would Stain think of all the heroes fighting right now? They all stuck around when the whole society hated them. they're not probably being paid very much at all.
Well, a lot of them are like students and interns
Yep.
who are literally risking their lives. They're not ready for it, but they are just there to help people and do the right thing, which was very much in line with Stan's ideology.
Yeah.
I could see him totally rethinking the concept of heroes
Yeah.
after that kind of fight.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll be a big help here. And we'll see if he shows up, but I just feel like with Spinner's gotta meet Stain at some point, you know? Like, it only
Give him
makes
the
sense.
talking too.
Yeah, but of all the, like I said, of all the villains' motives, Spinner's does make the most sense. Like, if you've had racism thrown in your face your whole life, you like have a right to
You're
feel
allowed
like you
to
should
fight
tear
that?
shit down.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm interested to see more. I like this plot line a
Me
lot,
too.
and it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
For now, that's where we're left. Are we excited for episode 10 of My Hero Academia?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.